Yambag Jones says, what do you think of your former teammate Billy scissoring young black men on AEW?
Well, I think it's 2022. He can do whatever he wants with whomever he wants, and you must accept it. And if you don't, shame on you, mister. No, look, that's a hugely popular tag team right now.
Incredible.
Yeah, and they're over like Rover, and they
talking about the Acclaimed.
Talking about the Acclaimed. I apologize. Talking about the Acclaimed. And you know, they had to turn on Billy. The separating the Ass Boys from Mr. Ass was a necessity. And so you can argue and you can debate whether creatively they did the right thing, but it got the job done. It worked. So like I said, they had to separate those guys if they're going to have any career at all. Excuse me. Ooh, that Taco Bell. Oh. Sorry. I didn't even eat Taco Bell. I don't even know why I said that.
Did you eat cupcakes?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I will in Chicago, along with one of them dang Lou Malnati or Giordano's pizzas. And I will take a free one and plug you on the air if you'll send me one.
Won't shut up about it.
But the Ass Boys and Mr. Ass had to be separated sooner rather than later. And now you can go on and because with Billy, those kids couldn't be heels and they didn't have any room to grow because Billy's star power overshadowed them. And that's all there is to it. And that's nobody's fault. It's not but they had to get Billy away from him. So they had the kids turn on him. But look, those guys are really over right now. And I think, you know, had I gotten a job with AEW, I think I could have helped the Acclaim because they're one group that I think could easily do what answers the question that was asked earlier about how come the intro was so popular and so long lasting. And so, you know, the life has been so long. These kids, the Acclaimed, can do the same thing. And I would love to help them. You know what I mean? Because I think they can, I think they just need a few pointers and I think they got it. You know what I mean? They're on fire right now, and they're only gonna get greater. So look, Billy being involved with those guys is awesome to me, and you know, Billy's does a job there too. So he does what's creatively written for him, and he helps coach the kids, and he helps train people, and he does a lot other than just do his little TV show storylines. But you know, I'm proud of Billy. I'm happy where he's at. He's happy where he's at. So scissor away, my friend.
Your style on the mic and love of 90s hip hop, you got to appreciate that intro of them coming out doing the freestyle.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's got to sit good with you.
It does. It's right in my wheelhouse, man. And I would love for them to put to get a little music. You know what I mean? Like some of the specific music. Like sometimes I hear the music and it's like so low and he's going like, yeah, wait, come on. Yeah, for 5 minutes, and I almost wish they would have not 5 minutes. You know, I'm just being hyperbolic, but he says that I would just wish they would get like a cool song that there is a cool rhythmic beat. Look, it gets a little more difficult then because you might need to wear an earpiece to hear yourself in the speakers, and because that's what Truth did. You know, and you could always tell when Truth had his earpiece in because if he didn't, he'd be off time. You know what I mean? His beat would be off because he couldn't hear himself. He would hear himself here, but up there you're hearing a totally different pitch. So, and look, that's why a lot of the singers nowadays wear those things, so you can hear yourself good and keep the pitch. So I think if they did that, and I wish they would get in the ring and do their stuff. Like the Acclaim does not, you know what I mean? They do it from the floor.
Yeah.
Every time I've seen it, it's been from like get in the ring and take your spot at center stage.
That's the stage, yeah.
That's it, man. And if you want everybody to see you, get up in the center of that stage and show your wares. And look, you got them. So now it's just about positioning them right and timing it right and seeing, you know, maybe coming up with what's their thing that the guy yells at the very end. They do something. The guy says,
when the second guy takes over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna forget it right now, but yeah, somebody will get it. Yeah, I mean, excellent points. They're
They're
coming to the stage, making yourself. Hey, we are the main attraction. We're on the stage. The Acclaim has arrived.
Yeah, the Acclaim is
That's what
here,
he yells.
and now, oh, okay, yeah. So that's you know what I mean. Set that up more so that everybody in that place says it with you. You know what I mean. Don't just step on your own stuff by saying it too fast. Think about the timing. Think about the pace of your verbiage, and give everybody time to say. The Acclaimed has it, and they'll say it with you. You know what I mean? If they don't now, and again, I haven't seen them work but a couple of times, and one was the dumpster match that they had with the Ass Boys, which I love, by the way. But yeah, the Acclaimed are over. Billy can scissor whoever he wants to. Yambag Johnson.
Jones, get it
My
right.
bad. My bad. Sorry.
2 count Kyle says, Dogg. Yeah, 2 count. Dogg, what do you think of Billy's kids in AEW? You've kind of hit on that a little bit, but have you been watching particularly the stuff they did with the Acclaimed? Other than Billy, is there anyone in AEW you really like to work with in some capacity? So you kind of hit on some of this, but
yeah.
I know you've spoke many times how much you appreciate what the Ass Boys are doing right now.
Yeah. Look, and that's you can call that nepotism, you can call it whatever you want, but I think they bring something different to the table on that television show that needs to be brought to the table, and that's entertainment. Because I think that show it was great on wrestling, but short on entertainment. And there are some things that are quasi entertaining on there, but not really. And I think the Ass Boys get it from that standpoint. While they may not be the ones Meltzer's talking about having 5-star matches, maybe they just haven't been getting opportunities, because from what I'm aware, they are so much better than we've seen so far, and they're holding on to a lot of stuff by design to break out when they get to sink their teeth into something. I think this Acclaimed storyline was awesome for them. I think it put them on the front burner for a little bit and showed them off a little bit. I think Billy being involved in all that is cool and a good brush for them. So look, I love the Ass Boys. I've worked with Dean Ambrose. I've worked with Bryan Danielson. I've worked with Chris Jericho. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know anybody else there that I would love to work with. And look, I was not a worker's worker anyway. You know what I mean? I wasn't the guy that you're going to have a 5-star match with to begin with. So for me to say, oh, I want to work with so-and-so, I'm just going to bring them down to 2.5 stars. We're not getting 5 stars anymore if I'm in the match. And frankly, I'm okay with that. I will get a lot of reactions and people will remember me the next day, but Meltzer will only give it 2.5 stars. So,
I mean, you said it earlier. You would like to help the Acclaimed a little bit, just to kind of dial it in a little bit.
I would, and I would love for me and Billy to work against those guys too, and us be the old veteran heels. You know what I mean? And kind of that's what we did for the Usos, and not that we did anything for the Usos, because those kids came to the game ready to play, but we slowed them down a little bit and said, hey, let's listen to the people. Let's not go but when we want to. Let's not move yet. You know what I mean? Let's give this a chance. And so timing and in-ring perception and in-ring positioning and all that stuff. And I'd love to help the Acclaim out with that. And when you get to work with somebody night after night, they learn from you, just like I learned from greats in WCW and WWE when I first started. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would love to work with those guys too.
All you got to do is work 2 matches and you'll have 5 stars.
Yeah,
that's 2.5 each match.
2.5 each match. I'll be dang. I wonder how long those matches have to be.
All right.